Right, so we have our last module in curve, which is topology. So let me actually explain you everything in this together because it will be much better to explain like that. So let me take all these three nodes and let me just put it here. And the first node we have is curve of points. Now understand that we had something called as index, right, which used to take values from the spreadsheet, right, and it used to feed that information into our selection or instance index, correct? So it just used to take that value from our index. So just imagine that curve of point is exactly similar, and really there is not much of a use when it comes to using this node, because generally you don't need to use it. If there is a very specific use case, then yes, maybe you can directly take the curve index. That is the main thing here, right? So as you can just put it your index here, you can also put your curve index directly into your input selection or instance index. And index in curve is also same, it doesn't make any difference. I will tell you very shortly the exact difference here. Curve index is basically index of the whole curve, and index in curve, as its name says, it is an index inside of the curve, which means there will be points in between where there are index, so it is going to take that index instead. So that is the only difference. But this index, what it does, it collectively takes your index, which means combination of both of these two into this. Basically that's the main difference. This point index is an input. Now understand that what this index is doing. This index is just giving us a output in the index form, correct? But this index is a collective, so you have to feed this into point index, because this index contains all the points, correct? So technically this curve of point is just going to split your curve index and index in curve from this main index. So that is the main reason why I can't even if I just link it like this, you can't see anything happening, because it is just feeding the information, it is not doing any operation. And to be honest, that's the main thing here, and that's why you can't technically use this node, because you don't need to. You can just feed your index, but when you need more control over your curve index and index inside your curve, then maybe you can use this. But mostly it is not that usable in my perspective, again, right? Because I don't use it, but if you find a use, that's really good. But mostly it is just to split between these two, and that's pretty much it with the curve of point. Then we have next, which is offset point in curve, and let me just take this. So offset point in curve, as its name says, it is just going to offset your points inside your curve. So let me actually show you. If I put the offset here, you can see it is changing the offset inside my curve, and that is the exact thing it does basically. But it also have input of point index, where you can feed your index information, and you can also output that point index, which means to split it, and you can feed this inside your curve of point, and maybe you can use it. But again, as I said, like, it is not that important when it comes to using that input or output. but it is good for offsetting. And if you remember, it almost work like a trim curve. Trim curve is more of a operation. This offset point in curve is like a final confirmation that hey, if you want to offset, then do this. And you can see immediately it also change in this spreadsheet, right? You can see it is going to trim it and it is going to update in spreadsheet. You can just take a look at this. But again, this is something which you can do with trim curve. So I personally don't think it is that big of a use there. Maybe I can do this, but it works the same. Yeah, it works the same. So that was offset point in curve. Now let's talk about points of curve. Now, what does points of curve does? So you already saw in our offset there is offset switch, correct? In point of curve we have something called as sort index, and we also have point index as output and a total index as output. This is actually a total index, which means it works exactly like this index. So this and this are exactly, I will say, same, but this total comes with sorting, and you can also do some weight painting here, and also it gives you ability to add a curve index. So now you can see it is going back to this node. So you can put your curve index directly, which is which this is outputting. You can put this here. You can put this index in point index, which is going to split curve index, and then you are feeding this curve index as a point index outside in the output, but you're also taking a sorting index, which means it is going to sort your curve inside on the basis of that index. So it is hard to explain, but it does basically just similar thing. Like it's just going to do what it name says. It is just going to add that pointing, you can see, and you can just feed it even like total as well, which doesn't make any sense here in the spiral, but it is changing, it is doing the job. Again, I don't know why I need to use this particular workflow with help of point of curve, but again, as I said, if you have a very specific use where you need to split the index, and then you need to use it to have more control, then you can use it. I personally don't use it because I don't think it is that much of useful. But basically that's it. That is the main point here. So let me just give you a very short summary. So these nodes are like this, and I don't need index. So curve of point is going to take your point index, which is mostly your main index, and it is going to split in curve index and index in curve, which is going to give you individual index access. Then offset points in curve is just going to take point index input, and it is also going to offset your curve, and it will change the value in spreadsheet as well. And it is going to ask you two things. If this is a valid, so this is a Boolean value. If this is a valid offset or not, it is just going to ask you. You can also feed it here, right? And it also going to give you a point index output. So it is going to take the point index, and also it is going to output the point index, but with help of offset and the Boolean value. And now points of curve which is going to input your curve index, which we can split from curve of point. But it also gives you more freedom to add extra weights in here. So you can add a weight according to your index, or maybe, I don't know, ID, right, or normal. And then you are going to sort the index, which means you are going to add, it's like a sorting algorithm where you sort it with help of some offset value. So this offset and this sorting almost works similarly, but this is not going to give you the offset. It is going to just sort it, which means it is just going to store the value. And because it stored the value, it gives you capacity to output your point index on the basis of your sorting. Also, it gives you ability to do the modification and output the total index value, which means a modified index value from this. And that's why this 3 exists. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and share this video and subscribe to channel so you don't miss the next part.